Oh, I think we're live.
Oh,
Hey, everyone. Welcome to the Cronos Hackathon demo session. We are actually just launched the Cronos mainnet beta this past Monday. And just over the past 2 to 3 days, we've seen tremendous growth and very encouraging on-chain data. I guess we can share a little bit of like the first 2 days of on-chain transactions. We have 92,000 transactions and about 120 million TVL generated from a few of the first batch DeFi projects that's deployed on Cronos. So we're super excited for the journey starting from this Monday. Obviously, with the mainnet launch, the team is going to be focusing on a lot of tools and infrastructures that's supporting DeFi projects and other applications that's built on Cronos. On-chain data, how to index, how to curate data is becoming a common theme and questions that's asked by a lot of projects. So today we're super excited to have Covalent joining us, CK, who's partnerships manager, who will be introducing their unified API for blockchain data points. Welcome joining us, CK.
thank you. Thank you so much for the introduction, Ella. So hello, everyone. I'm CK. I look after partnership affiliation here at Covalent. I'm super excited to be here. So today I'm going to walk you through what is Covalent and the developer resources that are available to you and how you can scale your projects and make them multi-chain with our API. With that being said, let me quickly share my screen. All right, can everybody see it?
Yep, I can see that.
Okay, great. So it's really exciting time to be in the crypto space right now, but it's still very early when you look at the adoption rates of the past key innovations. Just in the last year, we have seen an explosion in DeFi, NFTs, and DAO projects. The trend of fintech and crypto spaces are merging and governments endorsing blockchain technology. So we at Covalent use this thought experiment to picture what 2025 looks like. And given the torrid pace of innovation in this space, it could be even sooner. We envision a thriving multi-chain ecosystem powering thousands of decentralized applications with most users unaware that blockchain is just under the hood. And we'll see those applications in every single industry from finance to gaming to art to health and government. So in this future, we know that essentially just an enormous amount of data will be created, but there's one issue, and that is this data needs to be easily accessible and interoperable in order to reach scalable and mainstream adoption. And this is where Covalent comes into the picture as the core Web3 data layer. So in Covalent, we have the ability outside of the native blockchain projects to work with every organization that has digital assets on their balance sheet. So what is a Covalent API? You can think of it as one unified API, which brings visibility to billions of blockchain data points. Our motto is one unified API and 1 billion possibilities. So with just one single API, you can fetch granular historical blockchain data across multiple chains without code or without any delays. We index the entire chain for you, so all that data is immediately available to you to use. So with that being said, let's quickly look at the crypto stack to see where Covalent comes into picture. And the first layer, we have the blockchains. We all know what blockchains are. They're the transparent financial ledger where all the chain activity is happening. And the second layer, we have nodes. Nodes let you interact with the underlying network. They collect all this activity and store it within themselves. And the third layer, Covalent comes into picture as a data layer. So we collect that information from the nodes. We organize and structure it in a way so you can use it in such ways to provide utility to your users in numerous ways. So essentially, this is how Covalent works. We collect data from nodes of a particular blockchain, and we organize and structure it in a specific way and provide it to our users through Class A and Class B endpoints. Class A endpoints essentially apply to historical and granular data that is available in all the blockchains. So that will be balances, transactions, log events, or details on NFTs. And class B endpoints will be blockchain specific. So an endpoint related to Pancake Swap will be only applicable to Binance, be it Binance Smart Chain, or an endpoint related to Aave will be only applicable to Ethereum, for instance. So you can use both of these endpoints to come up with more than 1 billion use cases, and this is all powered by one single API. So our approach is essentially, we are an ELT data pipeline. So ELT stands for extract, load, and transform, whereas ETL stands for extract, transform, and load. The distinction between these two is based on the order of events. So with ETL, you transform the data while it's being moved. With ELT, you transform the data only after it's being moved. So for ETL tool, you need to know exactly what you're looking for, and you manipulate the data accordingly before loading it. However, as the complexity and the volume of data increases, the ability of the ETL tool to load the data in a timely manner is compromised. Whereas in ELT, you can load everything fast and access all this information really quickly, and you apply transformation only after the data has been loaded. And that's why this process can be automated, since you're applying your filter, your manipulation to data only after it's being loaded. So a really good analogy will be here. I'm not a big fan of this picture, but it delivers the idea quite well. So for an ETL tool, you can imagine as you go for salmon fishing. So you know what kind of fishing bait you need to have with you. You know what kind of fishing rod you need to carry with you, and you know what time of the day you need to go for fishing. So it's very target specific, and that will be ETL. Whereas ELT will be you go for fishing with a industrial fishing net, and you catch everything, and you decide what to keep and what to leave after you catch all that fish. So these are some of the use cases. This is what you can do with our API. So Zerion uses our API for a multi-chain portfolio management tools for Polygon and Binance Smart Chain. And NFTX uses our NFT endpoints to provide NFT access of each specific wallet that you provide to their ecosystem. So with that being said, let me quickly go through our developer resources that are available to you. So we actually updated our docs site today, so it's really exciting. So now we have all these blockchains that are available here, and Cronos will be there soon in the next couple of weeks. We're currently indexing it underway. So you can change the chain ID here, and all the responses that you'll be getting from these endpoints will be specific to this blockchain. And there's a developer mode and an analyst mode. So if you select developer mode, you'll be getting a response in the JSON format. And if you select analyst mode, you'll be getting a response in CSV format, which I will show in a bit. Also, we have language localization. So all these API docs are available to you in English, Russian, Korean, and simplified Chinese. All you need to do is just go to our API docs at covalenthq.com/docs/API. So essentially, we categorize our API as Class A and Class B endpoints, as I mentioned. Class A basically applies to all the chains we support and allows you to pull granular historical data around balances, transactions, log events, and all the things with that nature. So if we just take a look at some of the endpoints we have here, you can pull token balances associated with any wallet. You can get historical portfolio value over time. You can get log events, and you can get details around NFTs and all the things in that nature. So all these are really powerful endpoints. In fact, each one of these can be a feature in a Vault interface as well. And actually, before I go to this demo, let me show you what a response looks like here. So I'm currently in analyst mode. That's why the response I'm getting for the token balances will be in CSV format here. So you can essentially download this table and use it in Power BI, Tableau, or even Excel to visualize or apply functions in the way that you want it to. or you can switch to developer mode to get this response in a JSON format to build applications with it. And if you just go to the parameters section here, you can either send the associated address that you want to pull the data from, or the ENS domain if it has any. So I'm currently in NS mode. You can check out the developer mode in your own time. With that being said, let me show you what you can build with our endpoints. So this is essentially a really simple UI. This is powered by Covalent API. So currently the network is Matic testnet and the mainnet, but you can populate this section with all the blockchains that we support. So we built this dashboard by using only two of our endpoints, which is balances and transfers. So let's see what is it going to show us right now if you say get vault data. So we can pull all the tokens associated with this wallet, and we can get details around transfers, again, associated with this wallet. So this is a really powerful tool. You can definitely build something like this quite easily. And if you're looking for tutorials or code examples, you can just go to covalenthq.com/replit, and it will take you to this page. Not this page. Just a second. This page. So here we have our examples, our code templates. So these are all available here for you to use. So you can definitely poke around here to get some inspiration to see how things are done. And we have our wallet challenges here, and you can definitely check them out to see how we built these dashboards. And yeah, let's see what else can we cover. Yeah, I think we went through all the resources that are available to you. So if you have any questions, I guess we still have a lot of time left. You can shoot them out right now, and I can try to answer them.
Thanks, CK. I think one common question a lot of people ask is, what's the major differences between Covalent versus the graph?
So yes, I'll show you right there. The graph uses an ETL. Graph is an ETL pipeline, whereas we are an ELT tool. So essentially the difference is based on the order of events. So with graph, you need to know exactly what you're looking for, what type of data you're looking for, what time frames you're looking for, and you load the data while it's being transformed. So this can become a really slow process as the complexity and the volume of data increases. And you can't really automate this process since the data, if the filter does not really apply to the data that you want to pull next. But with ELT, you load every single thing, and then you apply the transformation once the data is loaded. So this process can be automated since you're just merely loading all this data and applying your manipulation once it's being loaded. So that will be the main difference. And you don't really need subgraphs to automate this process. You can just, everything is on the cloud, and you can just load it straight up from the cloud. And this will be the analogy between the graph and Covalent.
Yeah, and I can see that in the previous slide, one of the very crucial difference will be the use cases. So I can see that in ELT case, we also would be able to do some maybe like on-chain data analysis. Is that one of the advantage?
Yeah, most definitely. Like with graph, you can do on-chain analysis, on-chain data analysis too. But with Covalent, it will be faster, and it can be automated, and it's basically a no-code solution. So like you can pull the data you're looking for quite easily, as you can see from our data points here. So if you're looking for balances or historical portfolio value, you can just change if you're not familiar with the JSON format, you can just switch to analyst mode and get this data in a formatted table, and you can use it for visualization through Power BI or Tableau or even Excel.
So other like certain use cases that's probably better to use adopt the ELT methodology versus others probably more suitable for ETL?
For ELT, pretty much you can build like dashboards, like CoinGecko is using our API as well, so you can use like dashboards around that, or crypto sheets, for instance, uses our endpoints to provide blockchain data to Google Sheets. So anything that requires reading the blockchain, if we index them, you can get all this. You can access all this information. It's all there, like in your fingertips, with the Covalent API. And with ETL, if you're looking for something too specific, that's when it comes into the advantage. So if you're looking for something for too specific, and if you haven't indexed that blockchain, that's where ETL comes into picture.
I see. Okay, so yeah, depending on like what you need the data for.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So if you're going for like salmon fishing, graph will be your choice here. But if you're not sure about what to catch, if you would just want to go for everything, you go for ELT.
Do you see applications that are using a combination of both when you guys are working with them?
Of applications that are using both of us, I'm not very I can't tell any right now out of my head that for the application that uses both of us.
Yeah, and then I can maybe changing the topic slightly a little bit, and I can see the data type that you showed it on the documentation. I can see that this is like data type A, B, and also there's like an upcoming data type C, which will be preferred by the community, I believe. Would you like to tell us more about that?
For sure, yeah. So Class C endpoints will be out soon. So this will be maintained by our community. So Class B endpoints, as I mentioned earlier, are blockchain specific. So you can actually come up with your own Class B endpoint. So that will be Class C. So you can use SQL or our primer to build your own endpoints, and this will be like you will be able to use these endpoints powered by Covalent API. So this will be maintained by our community, essentially, and this will be just Class B endpoints created by the community, not by the Covalent team.
Yeah, totally. I can see like huge opportunities over there, and then they it's like fitting into like different use case scenario, and then usually the community will comes to you with like surprises and how do they leverage the platform to fit into different use case scenario. Yes.
Exactly. The way I like to see this is like, think of it as like an Apple store. So like Class B endpoints will be like all the applications that are existing in like iPhone, like it will be like calculator, notes, and like I don't know, like weather. But with Class C endpoints, like will be the other applications that are built by other people and that are like displayed in the App Store, maybe like Instagram, WhatsApp, and things in all that nature. And
can you maybe also share a bit about like, how you guys think about the roadmap to decentralization?
The roadmap for decentralized. So Covalent essentially is like a decentralized product as well. Like we use interplanetary file storage to store all this data. So like in nature, we are fully decentralized, and we are also having our like guilds, like we have our DAOs. So we have our research guilds that are currently building dashboards that is independent from Covalent, like that is not fully independent, like semi-independent from Covalent, like that are doing their working independently using our APIs to build dashboards and provide utility to our partners. We have our marketing guild, and these are essentially like part of the Alchemist DAO. So we are going into like a fully decentralized structure within the company as well.
Cool. I noticed that one other event that you guys run a few times is this 1 million wallets hackathon.
Yes.
What is that about, and how you guys are working with different blockchain ecosystem to build more wallets?
So essentially 1 million wallets is our biggest hackathon. Like we try to host it with every one of our partners, and it's essentially where people come in and build a bunch of dashboards and just use our API to come up with creative solutions. So in the last 1 million hackathon, we've seen like a 3D NFT gallery for the wallet for each wallet, and we've seen like all these like dashboards, like Etherscan like dashboards that are also built with Covalent API. So essentially, we're trying to foster all these dashboards and let people come up with their creative solutions to display blockchain digital assets.
Yeah, for sure. I think data, on-chain data analytics, and easy to view kind of visuals for everyday users is still a hugely untapped area for blockchain projects and developers to come up with something that's more user friendly than what we have right now. So we're also very interested in working with you guys and participating the 1 million wallet hackathon some point in the future as well, and look forward to seeing people like building amazing things and really beautiful dashboards on Cronos as well.
For sure, yeah. Like the Cronos, like we'll finish indexing Cronos like in the next 2 or 3 weeks. So like it will be available in December. So you can definitely just come here and poke around with our endpoints and just give it a shot and see what you can build with it before the hackathon.
That's awesome. Yep, super looking forward to that. Leslie, do you have any, have you seen additional questions from the community, or otherwise we can conclude this session?
Yes, I think we're good.
All right. Well,
awesome.
Thanks so much for having me here, and thank you so much everyone for attending this session. And with that being said, I wish you all good luck in this hackathon. And if you have any questions regarding the applications and our API, please feel free to reach us out on our Discord channel. We are more than happy to help.
Great. Thank you so much for joining us, CK.
Thank you very much.
Bye, everyone.